Yo, what is up everybody? It's your boy Mix Music 1 coming at you live from Sydney, Australia. And no, I'm not talking about that animated movie about singing penguins, I'm talking about the real deal. We're diving headfirst into the beating heart of this city, but hold up, I'm not just talking about that opera house thing, you know, the one that looks like a bunch of shells glued together? Don't get me wrong, it's iconic, it's beautiful, it screams Australia. But Sydney, my friend, Sydney is so much more than just a fancy opera house. We're going on an adventure, a deep dive, well, you get the picture. We're exploring all the hidden gems, the local favorites, the stuff that's gonna make your trip unforgettable. From gardens bursting with color to markets buzzing with life and bridges that touch the sky, we're covering it all. So buckle up, smash that like button, and get ready to explore Sydney. Alright, let's kick things off with the big kahuna, the one and only, the Sydney Opera House. You can't come to Sydney and not at least get a selfie with this architectural marvel. I'm talking about those iconic white sails, that waterfront location. It's like something straight out of a dream or a really good postcard. But this place is more than just a pretty face. It's a symbol of Australia's creativity and ambition. Construction started way back in 1959, took 14 years, and let me tell you, it was no walk in the park. This thing was a massive undertaking, a testament to human ingenuity and engineering. But the result? Well, you're looking at it. This place has hosted countless performances, from opera and ballet to theater and even rock concerts. Yeah, rock concerts. Can you imagine headbanging in the shadow of those sails? Now, if you're short on time, just strolling around the outside and soaking up the atmosphere is an experience in itself. But if you've got a few hours to spare, I highly recommend catching a show or taking a guided tour. Trust me, getting up close and personal with this architectural masterpiece is something you won't soon forget. Okay, so you've had your fill of culture at the Opera House. Now it's time to escape the concrete jungle and immerse yourself in nature at the Royal Botanic Garden. Located just a stone's throw, and I mean literally a stone's throw, from the Opera House, this sprawling oasis is a welcome respite from the hustle and bustle of the city. I'm talking lush lawns, vibrant flower beds, and towering trees that have seen more history than your grandma. And speaking of history, this place is old, like seriously old. Established in 1816, it's one of the oldest botanic gardens in the Southern Hemisphere. Now I know what you're thinking, plants, trees, flowers, sounds kinda boring, but trust me, this place is anything but. You can wander through themed gardens, each with its own unique character and charm. Check out the rare and endangered plants in the rainforest section, or marvel at the vibrant colors of the rose garden. And if you're lucky enough to be there during one of their outdoor events or concerts, you're in for a real treat. This place is an Instagrammer's dream, so make sure your phone is fully charged. Alright, let's keep this show on the road and head over to Circular Quay, the beating heart of Sydney's harbour. This is where the city comes alive, a bustling hub of activity, with ferries crisscrossing the harbour like water taxis in a superhero movie. And speaking of ferries, Circular Quay is your gateway to some of Sydney's most iconic destinations. You can hop on a ferry to Manly Beach, Taronga Zoo, or even just cruise around the harbour and soak up the stunning views. But even if you're not going anywhere, Circular Quay is a destination in itself. Grab some fish and chips from one of the many vendors, find a bench with a view, and just watch the world go by. It's the perfect spot to people watch, soak up the atmosphere, and maybe even catch a street performer or two. And if you're looking for souvenirs, there are plenty of shops selling everything from boomerangs and didgeridoos to high-end fashion and jewelry. So, you want to step back in time, like way back? Then you need to get yourself down to the Rocks, Sydney's oldest neighborhood. This place is a living museum with cobblestone streets, historic buildings, and a vibe that will transport you back to the city's early days. I'm talking about narrow alleyways, hidden courtyards, and pubs that have been serving up cold ones since before Australia was even a country. Yeah, you heard me right. Some of these pubs are older than Australia itself. Talk about a history lesson. Now, the Rocks isn't just about the past, it's also a thriving hub for art, culture, and good old Aussie hospitality. You can check out the weekend markets where local artisans sell their wares, or grab a bite to eat at one of the many restaurants and cafes. And if you're looking for a truly unique experience, book a ghost tour and explore the neighborhood's spooky side. Alright, it's time to conquer your fears and take on the one and only Sydney Harbour Bridge. This iconic landmark is more than just a bridge, It's a symbol of the city's ambition, its engineering prowess, and its ability to connect people. And the best way to experience it, by climbing it of course. Yeah, you heard me right, you can actually climb to the top of this thing. Now, I know what you're thinking. Climbing a bridge? Sounds kinda scary. And you're not wrong, it's a little nerve-wracking. But trust me, the views from the top are worth every bead of sweat. You'll get a 360-degree panorama of the city, the harbor, and the surrounding area. It's like looking out over a postcard, only you're actually there, living it, breathing it, feeling the wind in your hair. Plus, you'll have bragging rights for life. Not many people can say they've climbed the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Alright, enough with the great outdoors, let's dive into some culture at the Museum of Contemporary Art, or MCA as the cool kids call it. This place is a haven for all things modern and contemporary art, from paintings and sculptures to installations and multimedia works, and the best part? It's right on the harbor, so you can get your art fix with a side of stunning waterfront views. Now I know what you're thinking, modern art, isn't that just a bunch of splatters and weird shapes? And yeah, sometimes it is, but it's also thought-provoking, challenging, and often downright inspiring. The MCA does a great job of curating its exhibitions, so you're sure to see a diverse range of styles and perspectives. Plus, they have a killer gift shop, so you can pick up a unique souvenir or two. Alright, animal lovers, this one's for you. Taronga Zoo is a must-visit for anyone who wants to get up close and personal with some of Australia's most iconic wildlife. We're talking kangaroos, koalas, wombats, oh my. And the best part? The zoo is located on the shores of Sydney Harbour, so you can enjoy stunning views of the city skyline while you're learning about conservation and checking out the animals. Now I know what you're thinking, zoos, aren't those kinda sad? And yeah, some zoos can be, but Taronga is different. They're all about conservation and education, and they're doing some amazing work to protect endangered species. Plus, the animals here are well cared for and have plenty of space to roam. So you can feel good about visiting and supporting their efforts. And did I mention the views? Seriously, the views from this zoo are next level. Alright, it's time to let loose and embrace your inner child at Luna Park, Sydney's oldest amusement park. This place is a blast from the past with classic rides, carnival games, and that unmistakable scent of popcorn and cotton candy that just screams fun. And the best part, it's located right on the harbor, so you can enjoy stunning views of the bridge and the Opera House while you're riding the Ferris wheel or screaming your head off on the roller coaster. Now, Luna Park isn't your typical mega amusement park, and that's part of its charm. It's got a more intimate, old-school vibe that's both nostalgic and exciting. Plus, it's super family-friendly, so there's something for everyone to enjoy. Whether you're a thrill seeker or you prefer to take it easy, Luna Park is a guaranteed good time. Just be sure to bring your sense of adventure and your appetite for fun. Alright, it's time to experience the glitz and glamour of Darling Harbour, Sydney's premier waterfront destination. This place has it all: shopping, dining, entertainment, and some of the best views in the city. You can spend hours wandering through the shops, grabbing a bite to eat at one of the many restaurants, or just chilling out by the water and soaking up the atmosphere. And if you're feeling adventurous, you can even try your hand at some water sports like kayaking or stand-up paddleboarding. Darling Harbour is also home to some of Sydney's top attractions, including the Sea Life Sydney Aquarium, the Australian National Maritime Museum, and the Wildlife Sydney Zoo. So whether you're looking for a romantic night out, a fun-filled family day, or just a chance to experience the best of Sydney, Darling Harbour is the place to be. Alright, it's time to escape the city and hit the beach, and there's no better place to do that than Manly Beach. Located just a short ferry ride from Circular Quay, Manly is a world away from the hustle and bustle of the city. I'm talking golden sands, crystal clear waters, and a laid-back vibe that's impossible to resist. Whether you're a seasoned surfer or you just want to soak up the sun, Manly has something for everyone. You can learn to surf at one of the many surf schools, rent a stand-up paddleboard or kayak, or just relax on the beach and work on your tan. And when you're ready for a break from the sun, there are plenty of cafes, restaurants, and shops to keep you entertained. Manly is the perfect place to escape the city, recharge your batteries, and experience the best of Australian beach culture. So there you have it, folks. Our whirlwind tour of Sydney's most epic spots, from the architectural masterpiece of the Opera House to the sun-kissed shores of Manly Beach. We've explored hidden alleyways, climbed dizzying heights, and maybe even made a furry friend or two along the way. But Sydney's magic doesn't end here. This city is bursting with life, energy, and endless possibilities for adventure. So what are you waiting for? Pack your bags, book that ticket, and get ready to experience the unforgettable. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more travel guides and tips. Until next time, keep exploring. Peace out.